In Chapter 10, the finale of American Horror Story Roanoke, it aired November 16th, 2016. I remember it well. Trixie Mattel hosted an award show. It was only TV. I was so relieved. All the actors were alive and on stage. The crowd cheered over heartbreaking fan moments. So far, I thought, this was starting out a little bit dull and self congratulatory, yet I could only hope it got more intense, as I was sure it would. Grandma seemed to be considering going to bed. Now, another meta-fictional reality TV show. Cracked. Lee was acquitted of all charges based on the suffering that she went through at the hands of the Pokes. Another, whatever, white male cop vowed revenge. Then, more fake TV shows. The Lana Winter Show, from Sarah Paulson reprising her asylum character. Interviewing Lee Harris on live TV. Lee was a polarizing, provocative figure. She had both suffered and killed, yet had been exonerated of all charges. I wondered what would happen to Lee. So many people seemed to be vowing to bring her down. Well, Lee did kill 4 people. Sarah Paulson / Lana Winters asked Adina Porter / Lee Harris, "Why are you here, Lee?" Lee had turned down all of the interviews. She took Lana's because Lana had killed her own son, Bloodyface, in asylum. Lee used the excuse of extenuating circumstances, doing what you have to do to survive. The moral ambiguity here was deep. Lana said to Lee, "This is your chance to tell your daughter what she needs to know." Lana said, "Flora Harris was reported missing a few hours before this show aired." Lee, angered, rose. Lot Pope came in with an assault weapon. Lana Winters told him he was on live TV. He was about to shoot all of them. I imagined anti-Trump protesters chanting, "The whole world is watching." Sarah Paulson tried to convince the boy not to kill her. Instead, talked to the cameras. The whole world was watching him. He could tell a story. The Pope kid pistol whipped Lana Winters. The police pursued him and killed him. I don't even know how to write through this anymore. It has gone completely off the rails. This finale is not resolving my issues of problematic identification. That's maybe my problem, not the show's problem. I still don't know what happened to Scatha. I was into the haunted Roanoke house. That's all I care about. Chapter 10, final segment, got beyond meta with the Spirit Chasers show next. A fence was erected around the Roanoke house. Good plan. Paranormal investigators broke in to wait out the blood moon. Brought Cricket, the psychic from earlier, who was apparently not dead after all, though he died on the reenactment. They seemed thrilled by the danger in the house. Bloodstains on the wall. Doors started closing rapidly. Cricket found Priscilla's bonnet. Paranormal exploitation. Lee Harris showed up, looking for her daughter Flora, working with the Spirit Chasers. Priscilla was in the bedroom. The pigman came out and killed Cricket. For good this time. The Spirit Chasers were trying to get the fuck out. Police sirens. Police were shot by multiple arrows. Everyone died. Victims of the house. Only Lee survived for a while. She tried to talk to Priscilla to get Flora back. "Mommy?" rings out. Flora was in the farmhouse with the Roanoke colony-era ghost called Priscilla. I happened to go to the bathroom, but I didn't want to miss anything. Figures I'd risk it. I walked in on Grandma in the bathroom, went downstairs, grabbed a Klondike bar on the way back. Lana Winters was back on TV. She said for Lee, it's all about Flora. Lee was barricaded in the house with Flora and Priscilla. Police were outside in a standoff. I am so glad I never had to live this particular parental custodial nightmare. Never had kids. "You killed Daddy," said Flora. I did not kill Katie. Lee tried to get Flora to walk out of there with her. Flora wanted to burn the house down. Said she can't be stopped. Lee offered to stay. Flora said, "The butcher would get you, eventually." Lee offered to sacrifice herself. Die in the house. Priscilla coalesces. Police outside all around. Lee vowed to stay with Priscilla as the entire house went up in flames. Perhaps it was the only possible ending. Burn it all down. Lee and Priscilla's ghosts waved to Flora as she drove off in the back of a police car. It's going to be okay, Lee's ghost said to her daughter. I was strangely unsatisfied that the finale was over. Felt cheated not knowing what happened to the witch Scathach. Chapter 10 jumped the shark from TV, reality TV, to far-out fictional meta-TV. I ceased to identify. Probably the only healthy resolution, really. After watching the finale of Roanoake a second time, it no longer promised my Reno nightmare. Reno would not be a nightmare. I walked through the fire and came out unscathed. My house with the rising sun, when I moved into it, might be gently haunted, but I hope, I pray, it will never be set aflame. There will be no TV shows there, no death. I hope not to be murdered by my own benevolent for now ghosts. When I die in that house of natural causes, I pray, as I wish to, I hope to join the merry band of ghosts that haunt it, like a Reno Disneyland haunted mansion. It's going to be okay, the ghost of Lee Harris says, as Flora rode away from the burning Roanoke house. Settlers, ghosts, gathered. Her ghost mother and ghost friend waved, like I walked away from Los Angeles, scorched earth behind me, with my ancestral and wife's ghost protection. Butcher's ghost promises in my mind. It's going to be okay. Sarah Paulson, in American Horror Story Cult, asks, is it? At least I had Grandma's basement for the next 3 months, navigating the minefield of the rapidly approaching holidays. Thanksgiving first, November 2016. I spent cobbler with nectarines from my aunt and uncle's tree from a ramekin at Sunday dinner. Mentioned the pumpkin and key lime pies with paleo crust I was bringing for Thanksgiving. I humored my aunt's paleo. I was from Los Angeles, the land of weird diets. My beloved family in Reno took me in after nearly being evicted in Los Angeles, as I have told. I waited in transition in Grandma's basement for my promised house to be vacant. Served as eccentric relation to delighted children and the elderly. This was my life now. After dinner, I looked at Twitter, recoiled at the water cannons used on Lakota protesters in North Dakota. Thanksgiving celebrated when European refugees were welcomed, fed corn and turkey until they went batshit colonialist, took over the native host's land, gave them smallpox blankets in return. At Thanksgiving, families come together all over America to cover genocide with gravy, commemorate a feast that did not go well for all parties involved. Native protesters freeze, protesting the water colonialists steal from them. I baked pies. The cruel irony pained me, outraged me. But how valid is my stupid white girl pain and the pain of far greater pain? I dwelled on cruelty. The world is cruel. I am well aware. 2016 took Los Angeles, my dream apartment, my boyfriend, and all my friends from it. 2016 took Prince, David Bowie, Leonard Cohen, Catherine Dunn, the Obama presidency. 2006 ushered in a new era of white supremacist Republican fascism. The Roach apocalypse drove me out of Hollywood. The Trump-apocalypse was now. I awaited the real apocalypse to top it all off like an inevitable dollop on whipped cream and a slice of pumpkin pie. I thought about privilege while swathed in familial benevolence. Getting out of Hollywood, not a casualty of the porn industry, was an act of, embarrassed to say it, but mommy and daddy. How terrible should I now feel to be sheltered in a mountain town where there are no protests in the streets? My intersexual identity as a biracial lesbian with mental illness was hidden by passing as long as the potential attacker didn't Google me and find out everything's on the internet. Oopsie. I look benign. I look sort of straight. I am benign, not straight. On the Reno local evening news, I saw commercials for a used car dealership called Internet Auto Retail and Sales. Was that as far as Nevada understood this newfangled World Wide Web? I doubted it. Typing late at night on my dreadful NaNoWriMo novel, I texted my sister about survival tactics during the Trump presidency. We were all trying to devise them. I knew my Los Angeles-born, invisibly disabled femme bisexuality was scant disguise. And was it enough? Was I white, cis, and passive enough to survive the next 48 years? Should I lay off the bronzer? Stay out of the sun? My near 100-year-old abuelo munched her chicharrones upstairs. I was horrified by such problematic questions, disgusted by my privilege to even ask them. For so many, survival is already not happening, and it definitely didn't as it played out. These were and are desperate times. Flimsy tendrils of passing privilege might not be enough to protect me in these difficult years to come, I knew. Like that red chiffon sexy angel costume I wore to a college Halloween party that ended in date rape. An IUD and a vow of celibacy. Wore my condoms against the Handmaid's Tale future unfolding. I was thankful I had all that sex when I still could, because it was certainly off the table now. I'll take celibate widow of a baby factory for as long as I have that option. Until menopause, it delivers me. Will gray hair protect my pussy from being grabbed as I wither into chrome? Are my Adidas leggings still too tight for me now? Everything was uncertain. I was disgusted by my own cowardice. I had to toe the line to survive. Would I watch all this go down on CNN from a safe distance? Far away from the tumult of Los Angeles protest? I grew scared to even write, tweet, go outside, exist. With this uncertainty and terror, I stepped into my aunt and uncle's house on Thanksgiving. Grandma and I were very late. Grandma took her time in the pink tiled powder room, putting on clownish makeup. At her age, she did not need to care how bright her rouge was. That she was putting on lipstick as rouge and gold bangles at all was a good sign that she wanted to reach 100. By the time we wheeled her walker up the slate steps, my uncle carved the turkey. Toddler Edwin hugged my sparkly knee in greetings. Strawberry shortcake isn't for boys, my cousin told the 2-year-old as they looked through Netflix. Indulgently, the father let his son watch his fill of fruit-flavored BFFs. My quietly Trump-supporting cousin, who didn't really support Trump, I found out later, gave me rides to the train station and Sunday dinner. We never ever talked about politics. Only wandered together when it would snow. He brought his angel child over often to visit Nana and I. His wife gave me an ice scraper. I appreciated their kindness in the face of my turmoil. I forgave him his vote. He knew not what he did. I was willing to not talk about politics at Thanksgiving or any other family dinners. I, too, would prefer to just leave that subject out. My compliance was necessary for functioning. My complicity disturbed the fuck out of me. Trump-supporting family were not the enemy, I hoped. I had another Trump-supporting cousin in Colorado. We rarely spoke. He Facebook chatted me that he was sending a package. Asked for my address. I was touched. Surprised. He sent me one of Grandma Jana's old lamps. Came home. I slowly learned the awkward dance of dependence, love, boundaries, and tolerance danced in families.